I do think we are at an inflection point for brain-computer interfaces, what I would call a Kitty Hawk moment. And I think just as we saw after the Wright brothers sent that plane into the air, we're going to see an explosion of advanced development of these technologies.
Over the past few years, the prospect of linking our brains directly with computers has given rise to the beginnings of a new industry. Dozens of startups are popping up, creating products to help people with mental and physical disabilities, revolutionize the way we interact with technology, and even alter the functioning of our own brains.
We essentially open the door to the access of our minds by technology. So we're talking about the changing of foundations of what it means to be human.
How did we get here? How well does all this stuff actually work? And if this technology lives up to its transformational potential, are we ready for it?
So a brain-computer interface is a device that interfaces the brain with the outside world. It could be a computer, it could be a machine. And these brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs, could be inserted inside the brain. So those are invasive BCIs. Or they could be wearables that you would wear on top of your head. BCIs can record the activity of the brain, the firing of individual neurons. Obviously, if you take information out of the brain, you can in principle decode what that means. No? And just like there was a transition in technology from the PC to the smartphones, it is possible, I would say likely, that the next transition will be from a device that you have in your pocket to a device that you have in your head.
If you've heard of one brain-computer interface, it's probably this one.
All right, welcome to the Neuralink product demo. I'm really excited to show you what we've got. I think it's going to blow your mind.
When Elon speaks, we all listen. That's just life in the 21st century. But Neuralink and its competitors didn't come out of nowhere. They're built on decades of work by neuroscientists attempting to understand and interpret what's going on in the brain. One of those neuroscientists, and a key player in the development of BCIs, is this guy, Dr. Lee Hochberg.
I'm the director of the BrainGate pilot clinical trials. The BrainGate pilot clinical trials are seeking to determine the safety and feasibility of allowing somebody with paralysis to control an external device simply by thinking. The origins of this field can be traced easily back to the late 1950s, early 1960s.
Dr. Robert Heath has implanted electrodes, which cause no pain, in the brains of these monkeys.
Researchers were placing single electrodes into the brain of animals in a research laboratory, asking the fairly straightforward question of how does that neuron in that part of the brain relate to the control of voluntary movement?